Hey everybody, this is Mr. McKee with NOS 230. I want to go ahead and go over lesson 19, which is covering configuring Windows firewalls. For the lab today, we're going to set up a group policy that allows you to ping from the server to your client 1 machine, which is right here. Alright, so I'm in NetLabs client 1, which is your Windows 10 machine. Right now, I'm logged in. And just to let you guys know, I've already set up Active Directory. I have created a console. I have group policy management on the top. I have Active Directory users and computers as my second snap-in. Alright, users are just the default users now. Remote users, I've actually created a test user account in there, alright, that we use to log into the Windows 10 machine, the client 1. Okay, sometimes this is a little bit tricky to do, but it's not too bad, and I'll give you guys the path to that group policy. That's probably the most difficult thing, is to find where that group policy is configured at. Alright, so all this is set up. That's my server 1. Let's go back to client. Alright, now if I type in firewall, advanced security. Alright, so your different profiles, domain, private, and public. We're going to be using domain profile because we're going to be logging in this machine with a Active Directory domain. Alright, so if you go down here, actually, it's going to be an inbound rule because we're going to be pinging from the server to this machine. Alright, and to show you guys, let's do profile, domain, and it takes a second to find it, but it's, let's see, file and print sharing. I know it's under file and print sharing, which I just saw it. I wanted to make sure there wasn't another one. Alright, so right here, file and print sharing, echo request ICMP version 4 for IP version 4. I'm going to be actually turning this on. If you see right now, it's not enabled. Alright, so if I go back to my server, alright, open a PowerShell window, ping 192.168.30.2. Alright, go back to my machine. Alright, let's do it and p config all. Alright, so we know this is a 192.168.30.2 IP. If it was allowing that ICMP packet to go through, we should be getting a, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this keep pinging. Alright, so we do that, it's going to start pinging, timing out, go back to our client. If we go in here and just manually enable the rule, let's go back to our server. See how we're getting echo requests from that machine. Right, so if I go back to it, disable it the way it was by default. Alright, it starts timing out again. Alright, so we're going to make a group policy to actually turn that on based on the machine logging into the Active Directory domain. Alright, so I'm going to do Control C to stop that. Oh. Come on, baby. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go back to our server. Alright. So we're going to put a group policy under remote users, which is right here. See, group policy management's on top, group users, organization unit, and our remote user organization units there, organization units also down here under Active Directory users and computers. All right, has that test user in it, and I just made it, you know, the default password, everything. Don't worry about that. All right, so let's go and do a group policy. All right, let's name it ICMP v4. So that's the name of our GPO. Make it 4, not 2. And since I've already done this group policy once, let me make sure it's been deleted out. All right, and it wasn't. All right, so don't worry about that. I've just been doing this a couple times. All right, we're going to be enable ICMP version v4 is our name. All right, now we're going to go in here and edit it. All right, and this is under, all right, computer policies, Windows settings, security settings. You see there's a whole bunch of them. This is why I'll give you guys this screenshot. All right, go down to Windows Firewall with advanced settings, just right there. All right, I'm going to do it full screen. All right, so we're going to create an inbound rule for that Windows 10 machine. All right, so right there, we're going to right click here, new rule. All right, we're going to do a custom rule. Click next. Make sure that's right. All connections. Yep, that's fine. All right, so we want to do ICMP version 4. All right, you can customize this more. Specific ICMP types. We're not going to do that right now. Let's go next. All right, we're going to allow all IP addresses. You can restrict, just put down the ones you can allow. All right, allow the connection. All right, you can have allow the connection if it's secure or block the connection. We're going to allow it. All right, and it doesn't really matter in our case, but I'm going to uncheck private, uncheck public, and just do it where it applies it to the domain profile. All right, so we're going to allow ICMP v4. If you're using IP version 4 IP addresses and version 6, you got to do one of these rules for each. Okay. So we did that. All right, and there's our rule right up here. Allow ICMP version 4, domain profile, enabled yes. Any local address. There's the profile itself. All right, so we're all good there. Now let's go back here. No, I don't want to do that. I want to close it. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that, but all right, I had to do a refresh a couple times before it showed up. All right, so it's showing the name of my group policy is enable ICMP version 4. I configure that on computer configuration policies, Windows settings, security settings, Windows Firewall with advanced security. All right, some other information. All right, and that's what it's going to do. It's going to enable it. All right. All right, so we're good there. Now what we can do, the thing is though, since it's under computer, if we look under remote users, just that test user itself, we haven't assigned this group policy to an actual computer. It's just assigned to remote users organizational unit. All right, so if we go back to the client, right here, GP update, force. All right, it's going to first force those policies. Close this down. All right, policy's been updated. We can go ahead and actually let's do this. Control Alt. Let's sign out. All right, sign back in. And we can sign back in as a test user. Make sure you're logging into that domain, NTM lab. Well, your domain will be your initials lab. All right, password. Okay. Now, if we look here, we're logged in successfully on the network. All right, let's go down here. All right, test user one's good. Now let's go ahead and try to ping from this machine. All right. So 192.168.30.2 is my client. All right, requests are timing out, even though I'm logged in. All right, so if we go ahead and go under computers, this is the computer for the client. If I drag that computer down to remote users, it's going to tell me that might mess up stuff. That's fine. All right, so remote users has not only test user, but also the Win10 EDU1 computer. Okay, so requests are still timing out because we can't reach that machine. All right, let's go back to the client. All right, now if we do a GP update, which as soon as I force this update, it's going to tell that it's going to download that group policy for the ICMP packets from the domain controller. All right, so as soon as that downloads, all right, and you can tell it's updated right here. All right, we're successfully being able to ping from our domain controller to that client. And if I go back here and I move this computer back to computers for domain, all right, it doesn't happen automatically because we haven't updated the policy on that remote computer. If we go back to the client though, let's do a GP update, force. All right, as soon as that updates, you start getting your request timed out again. All right, get out of that, Control C. Come on. There we go. All right, so that shows us that our group policy has worked. All right, and that's really what all you guys need to do. Now the screenshot you guys need to send me is a screenshot of, and make sure you do just do the ping command with 192.168.30.2 space, have a -T, which makes it just a terminal ping forever. All right, that's good. Screenshot of that. Screenshot of the group policy. So pretty much you need to have this ping statistics where request times out, and then where the request is successful. All right, I'm going to put that in my Word document. All right, that's the first one. Need a policy right here. Close. Okay. Screenshot of this right here. All right. Really, probably any of that is fine. I just have to take your word for it. It's figured correctly. All right. So screenshot of this showing your domain with your correct initials. Right there. All right, and that is it. And just remember this, when I started this video, I did not have active, well, you guys won't have Active Directory set up. You have to set that up. You'll have to set up a remote users organization unit, put a test user in there just to test it, and then you'll be pulling the computer from your domain computers. All right. Thanks for watching. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.